I'm very excited to share the news with you that I finally got my PMP certification done.
Thanks to EduHubSpot.com and Varun's mentorship.
The material provided by EduHubSpot is fantastic and the mentoring is phenomenal.
I could not accomplish this feat without the outstanding mentorship of Varun.
I would like to thank EduHubSpot for all the support that was given to me in this journey.
If you're looking to be certified just like me, EduHubSpot is your go-to place.
Thank you, EduHubSpot, for helping me become a PMI Certified professional.
I want to give credit to my success to the EduHubSpot team.
Hi Tanvi, how are you doing today?
Hi, Varun. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. First of all, congratulations so much on passing the PMP exam. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
It's been a lot of hard work which you have put into, and I think you cleared the exam like right over the weekend. So it's a good time. You can enjoy this time now. I think it's very good for you.
Yes, that's there.
Right.
Yep.
Any special plans, partying hard or doing something, and any special things now?
Well, yes, fortunately, I passed my exam during the whole Diwali phase. So, yes,
Mhm.
there's a lot of things. There are a lot of things that I'm planning. There's a lot of decorations, and, I'm going to
Nice.
be spending time with my family. I'll be in a happy space because I passed the exam. So, that's there.
True, 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 true. And this was one of the reasons, Tanvi, why I wanted you to give the exam, pre-Diwali also. I know there were, times where you were self-doubting yourself, but I knew, the holiday time frame is coming. So you really, should enjoy also, right? It
Yeah,
should be
that's
mixture of
true.
both.
That's true.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Tanvi, before I start this interview, I want to tell you something. This interview is for the other students who are preparing for the exam. That's our main focus. We want
Correct.
to make sure that the students get motivated by what you are saying. Now, so that's the whole goal. Not about me, not about you. It's more about them, so that they
Correct.
can learn from your video that what are the things which helped you, the things which didn't help you, things of that sort, and we'll just take it from there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Perfect. So ball is in your court. Then we start with your background and let's take it ahead.
All right. Okay. So, I currently work as a site reliability analyst, not analyst, site reliability engineer, technical project manager in that site reliability engineering stream.
Mm-hmm.
My journey started in the US in 2017. I came here from Mumbai, India, to study, and I completed my master's in information systems.
Mm-hmm.
Post that, I got a job as a business analyst first, and then I switched another job here in Virginia and moved here. And now I work as a project manager in this company.
Very nice. Very impressive. Tanvi, your story and my story is quite similar. I also came for my master's in US. I started my journey as a business analyst, and then I moved to project management. So we share a lot of similarities. Very good. Very impressive. Perfect. So then we tell me about your preparation. Like, when did you start? What are the things you did? And then let's take it from there.
So, I'll first be very honest. PMP was kind of a requirement, as well as a prerequisite to qualify for the list of promotions,
Mhm,
from my company. And also another reason was that the other project managers around me were certified PMPs, and that kind of was a motivation factor for me too.
mhm,
Um, well, I kind of started my journey last year, November, December, but my unit, the site reliability engineering unit, is basically the most hectic unit ever that I worked in.
mhm,
And my work schedule was hectic as well. So it took me a lot of time to, get through the whole material, complete my PDUs, and so on.
mhm.
So, considering my job, my double shifts, my night shifts, and
Mhm.
weekend work schedule and stuff, it was
Wow.
difficult for me to concentrate in one go. So I completed my 35 PDUs, and it took me like roughly 5 months to do that. And then I took a 2 month break because I had other priorities to take care of, and there was a
Mhm,
2 month gap in there.
mhm.
And then I refocused on my studies. And PMP, of course, is it's not an easy exam, to be honest. It
Correct.
requires
Correct.
a lot of mental preparation, and of course, it's not something that you can memorize and just go out and spill everything on the exam. So it took me a lot of time, probably roughly around 10 months, I can say.
Into
No, 7 months. Yeah, if I remove the 2 month gap, I will say that it took me around 7 months to completely prepare, do the complete course,
Mhm.
go through the
Materials.
practice exams and
Yes.
everything, and then I gave out my exam. Yes.
Okay, so now, but you and I got touched not for the entire 7 months. I want to
Yes.
clarify that. So,
Yeah, that's
because
true.
what my selling pitch to my students is that, hey, pass it in 1 month, 2 months. So, but let's
Definitely.
talk
Yeah.
about that aspect, please. Also,
Yes,
please.
yes, definitely. I wanted to highlight that I completed my 25 PDUs from somewhere else first,
Mhm,
and then
mhm,
I gave my first exam in September. And
mhm,
unfortunately, I lacked in one of the domain, and I couldn't pass the exam.
mhm,
How I came in touch of EduHubSpot is during my exam night, my first attempt. I remember a few hours before I was about to give the exam, a day before that, my exam was around 8 a.m. the next day. But at around 10 p.m. the previous day, I was just stumbling upon YouTube videos to just see what the whole pattern is, how
mhm,
it looks like the exam, because I was very nervous
mhm,
despite studying. And that's when I stumbled upon your video, Varun. And you were like top 25 questions for 2023 exams and stuff. And I sat through the entire video, that 1 hour video,
mhm.
and I just felt that it was much easier to understand that than I whatever I did in those 5 months. And
Wow.
I followed that video. Then I saw another video of you, and I slept around like 1 or 2 a.m. the night. Next day I woke up and I tried to use your strategies in that video, and
Mhm,
I thought I did well. Unless of course there was this one
mhm,
domain that I couldn't perform well, but everything else I performed, like I got above target using your strategy. That one video helped me
mhm,
so much that I scored like above target in two domains but lacked in
mhm,
one. And after that, when I came home, I still had that thing, the way you explain stuff.
mhm,
And
mhm,
I just went to your website. I'm like, I need to take this course because I have to study. So when I took your course, within that, 1 month, 10 days, I would say, because I had a tight deadline of second
mhm,
attempt to
mhm,
give the exam. And that's when I think I spoke to one of your directors of the
mhm,
company.
mhm,
I told him my story. I told him that, hey, I saw Varun's video, and if you could just, give me Varun as a mentor, that would be really great because I have a
mhm,
very tight schedule and I have to pass. And
mhm, mhm,
that's when I got in touch with EduHubSpot. I took your course. I took your mentor course, which was
mhm,
again very helpful because it was
mhm,
just not very limited. It was everything included. And even though I had studied it, but your videos helped a lot because they were in depth of a particular topic. It wasn't like, you did not put everything in that one go, and then you have to study this too. It wasn't like that. What benefited me with your course was that it was to the outline of how the exam would come and
Correct.
what
Correct.
it would come. So for example, if it said that okay, it is going to be planning, so you didn't include everything in that, which I studied in my PDUs. You
Mhm,
included what was supposed to be expected in the exam, and that helped a lot.
correct.
It gave me clarity, and I made notes. I studied that thoroughly, and I know I self-doubted myself so much. I was doing well in the mock test, and not exactly mock test, but the after quiz, after
Mhm,
section
mhm,
quizzes, I was doing well, but I wasn't, wasn't prepared mentally, to be very honest. And I
mhm,
remember I reached out to you. I'm like, I am not feeling confident. I think I should postpone. And then it was you who pushed me. I'm like, no, 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 you're prepared. Why do you think that you have to do it? You have to do it. And I remember I was about to cry on the call when you called me. You're like, no, you have to trust yourself. Say you got this. Say you got this. And I was like, okay, if Varun is trusting me, maybe I'm prepared. I should do this. And then with that confidence, with that push, I did go to the exam and I passed with about target score in all three. And
Awesome.
last
Awesome.
time in my first exam, I had so many, how do I say, like, because of three questions, how the task
Oh
comes in
yeah, you were
first.
very close to it. Right, right,
I
right.
was very close to it. And
Mhm,
because of those three particular questions or three particular tasks, I had lost my exam and I couldn't pass in the first go. But this time, I just got three wrong and everything else was like in the high score. I was so happy with that. So, yes, I owe my whole success to you, honestly, because it helped a lot, a lot.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much for making my day by saying that, Tanvi. But I always say this that it's you who is doing the effort. I am just guiding you what needs to be done. That's how it is. So and for me, Tanvi, is like, when you go for the exam, it's like both of us are giving the exam. That's how I feel. So it's
Right.
not that just one person is giving the exam. I want to make sure that, like, I feel like that my student is giving, this means I am giving. So I was equally excited to hear your news when you told me that, because I know a day before when you and I had a conversation, you were so worried, so tensed, and
Yeah, I
I was like,
was.
no, it's okay, calm down, right? So when you go up to such a deep level with somebody, right, it you feel like that. This, it's you who's giving the exam. So, and I
Right.
was telling my wife about it, that, like, after I had a conversation with you, I was telling my wife that, she's so worried, and she's, I'm trying to calm her down, and I told her clearly that, you know what, she'll kill this exam. This is what I told her. She just needs to trust herself, and that's how it is. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you knew it. That is what was more surprising. And that, sometimes you actually need that push and that support in
Correct.
life from someone that is trusting you more than you trust yourself. Because I
Correct.
remember as soon as I got my results, I just ran down in my car and I just called you. And you did not say hi, hello. You just like, congratulations on passing your exam. And I'm like, how did you even know about it?
I knew it. You would. There was no doubt about it. I
Yeah.
never, in the moment, in the preparation, I felt like that. That you will not make it. You will. See, for me also, it's like, your failure is my failure. So I see it from that. And if I feel that you're not ready, I'm not gonna let you sit for the exam. I
Correct.
mean, I will do my best to convince you to change your date. And trust me, I have done that with folks. Like, I have told so many people, like, you're not ready, hold on. Because I also feel the same, right? If
Right.
you are failing, it's not a good thing. You're whole through the mental trauma of, working hard. I just don't want you to go through that. And for me also, it's disheartening that when somebody fails. So it's a win-win for both of us. It's as simple as that, right? Correct. Okay, perfect. So tell me one thing. What was the most important lesson for you in your PMP exam? Like, this is what I learned. This is what I love. What was that most important lesson for you?
I would say that the preparation actually helped me
Hmm.
look at the whole project management aspect in a different view.
Very nice.
With what I work in a hybrid environment. We sometimes
Hmm.
use predictive, we sometimes use agile, and agile, uh, the Scrum methodology was what introduced recently,
Hmm.
and we're doing a very big project about it.
Okay.
And I knew a basics of agile, but I never saw it the way I saw it after I completed your course, and
Very
now I
nice.
have more clarity. Okay, why this is done is because of this, it is
Okay.
dependent on that. So
Okay.
that helped me look at the project management level in different way, which is very helpful for me.
Very nice. You know what, Tanvi? I asked this question from a lot of students, but you are one particular person who has given me the best answer, and I'll tell you why.
Oh,
Because you told me that, like, in summarize, I will what you said. You learned that, Varun, I learned how to better manage my projects. That is what I learned. So that's amazing, right? We should, and I always say this to all my students, please don't take this as that you're just passing the exam.
right.
Because if you're just taking that, it's not going to help you. But you learned it. Of course, with you and I, it was like around 1 month time frame. But I think the amount of information you learned in this 1 month will always remain with you. Nobody can take this from
Definitely.
you, and you will become better out of it. Not You'll not go down from it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, last question, and then we'll go to the fun part. Lot of my students tell me your mock test scores, because a lot of my students, they compare them with you, with my students who have passed the exam, and they see, oh, I'm scoring this much. My students, like, So, what were your mock test scores? Tell me more about that.
Oh my God, they were terrible. I was so nervous, and that actually, lowered my motivation of going and giving the exam. So, I'll be very honest. I was doing really well in the quizzes that was
Mhm.
after section, those quizzes of 25, 30 questions, and I was doing really well in it. I was killing it. I was very
Mhm.
happy about it. So, when it came to the mock exams, I was like, okay, no, I did really well. I know my concepts are clear and stuff. And I gave my first mock exam, and I scored like 52%. And I was so disheartened. I'm like, okay, maybe I just didn't study well. So I went back to my notes. I went back through
Mhm.
everything. I studied again. And then I sat for the second mock exam. and I scored like 47%. And I was so embarrassed of myself. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, now probably is the third time I should give the exam. But then I
Mm-hmm.
also messaged you saying that, hey, I don't think so. I'm doing really well in the mock exams and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I must say, your mock exam questions are actually difficult. They make you think, okay, no, this can be the right answer, but this can be the right answer too. It's all about the logic, and I think the mock exams are really very well made and very well prepared for every student, to be honest. And I just told you that, and you were like, no, it's fine, you continue giving the mock exams, it's okay. And stuff. So the third mock exam, I still scored like around 55 or 57%, something
Okay.
like that. And
Okay.
then I was like, okay, I don't think so, I'm ready for my exam, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the day before my exam, I gave my exam on the 6th of November. And 5th, I was, in my dual mind, I'm just thinking like, okay, I did not score well in Varun's mock exams. I don't think so I'm gonna do it really
Mm-hmm.
good, the
Mm-hmm.
exam. That's when I actually called
That's,
you,
yeah,
and I
yeah, yeah.
asked you, hey, should I actually postpone it, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so I'm doing well. But yeah, you actually calmed me down to told me that your exams are difficult, and the way they are made is to frame us and prepare us for the best. And
Correct.
I trusted your words, and I think that's the best part that I did, that I trusted you more than I trusted myself, so that
Awesome,
helped.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
See, it's all part of a strategy.
Oh, also another thing that you have said this a lot of times in your videos as well, and from my experience, I would say that the PMP, it doesn't come that simple. It is all
Correct,
scenario based,
correct,
and
correct,
it
correct.
is so overwhelming because you're doing like 180 questions in 4 hours. So it's
Exactly.
very overwhelming. It's not that easy, the way people tell, oh, I passed. I this. No, when people pass, they actually work so hard, because I studied for like doing my double shifts. I used to work from 8 a.m. until 5, and then from 6 to 11 p.m. And then I used to find cycles in between. So overall, my studies were like at least 3 hours per day. But
Mhm.
whenever I used to have a day off, I used to study like good 8, 9 hours. So I
Wow.
studied a lot.
You
It takes
had
a
a
lot of
lot of
effort.
hard
Yeah.
work, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's do this fun part. So basically, I'm gonna ask you some questions more on your personal side, and you
Okay.
have to try to give me the answer in one word. If you, of course, if you want to speak more, it's no hard and fast rule, but
Okay.
it's more about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So a habit which you love the most.
Ah, cleaning.
Cleaning, really?
I I have a OCD. I'll tell you, I'll be very honest. I have OCD. I have two pets, and
Okay.
I just want everything to be, perfectly placed. And that's, I don't know if it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. People hate it. Some people like it because then my house is like squeaky clean. And some people are like, okay, you just do a lot, because I just can't keep still. If I see something out of the
Mhm.
place, I have to go and fix it. So that's like
Wow,
my
wow,
problem.
this is the most unique answer I would have never expected. So I have a 2.5 year old toddler, and
Uh-huh.
he loves cleaning a lot. Like, you will
Oh,
see, like we have bought him a vacuum cleaner, like his
okay.
own vacuum cleaner, and he takes it around the entire house, and that's his favorite toy. So wow.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay, a habit you would like to give up.
Like to give up. Nagging, maybe. I do
Like, do
nag a
you nag?
lot at times. If something is not done in a particular time, then I'll be constantly behind a particular person saying, no, 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 you have to do it, you have to do it, you have to do it, So it's also linked to my OCD again. I have to have things
Mhm.
perfectly done. It also is it's the same in my work life as well. I have to have things done in timely manner, correctly, very well prepared, and presentable.
It's
That's it.
actually a very good answer. When somebody asks about, in an interview, we ask this question, tell me something about, like, you're difficult, or you're like a negative thing about you. This is a perfect answer. Nagging
That's
because I liked everything to be perfect. This is actually a very good answer you told me. Good,
yeah.
good, good. Awesome. Your favorite, or you know what, not your favorite, your next holiday destination.
Oh, it's India. I'm flying to see my family like in next 2 weeks. So I should say that
Nice.
India definitely.
Nice, nice. And your favorite in general, overall holiday destination where you would like to go and you have never been there?
Okay, that's a lot of places that I've never been to, but then you see how things are beautiful on internet. So I would say I'd like to go to Tulum in Mexico.
Very nice.
It's very beautiful, what I have seen, but definitely yes.
Okay, okay. You know what, Tanvi, this is what you need to do. Take an action. Book the
Yeah,
tickets, and then it would be no looking back, or you don't have a choice. This is what I have started to do now. My schedule is always so damn crazy that I
yeah,
don't get time at all. But I have been doing this. But anyways, thank you so much, Tanvi. It was really great interacting with you. I wish I
again.
probably would have continued the interviews because I was loving the answers. But that's how it is. But thank you so much for all the people. If you want to reach out to me, if you want to pass the PMP exam, you have my direct email address. It's in the description, varun.anand@eduhubspot.com. Or you know what, just reach out to my team. We have a chat functionality on the website. Reach out to www.eduhubspot.com, and we'll make sure that you pass the exam, and not just pass the exam, you actually learn something, just like what Tanvi did, right? That's the whole
Yes, for sure.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tanvi. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.